Good morning. How are you? Welcome to Mel's Mindful Musings. I hope you're well. So here's an interesting question this morning. What if everything is as it should be? How would that make me feel? Now, I think this has come up before, but obviously our lives change. So the question is still relevant to anything that we're thinking about. So, I've been feeling a bit jaded and doing my best not to get frustrated with my body, as I've been in a lot of pain with pains in my legs and hips recently. And so I thought, well, okay, being a healing practitioner, a well-being practitioner, I need to very much practice what I preach. And I started to just be quiet and link in with my body and see what it's telling me. Where is this pain coming from? Where does it originate from? And I like to go through that process before I rush off to taking pills or going to the doctor, but I will do if it's necessary. But what's been interesting is as I did this process, I started to think, okay, well, in many healing modalities, parts of the body indicate different things on an emotional and spiritual level, or an emotional level. And hips tend to mean, when you're stiff in the hips, it's fear of moving forward, being rigid in our ideas. It makes sense, doesn't it? Sort of being a bit stubborn, maybe. And so I've looked into those issues in my life and seen where I'm maybe hesitating and maybe a bit fearful in leaping forward into new opportunities, which we can do. And then we think of it as if, you're standing on that edge of the cliff, or do I jump, or do I just keep, I'm just going to hold back a bit longer. So I've looked into that. And then I started looking physically at what I needed to do. And I thought, I'm not moving as much. I'm getting too busy with mental activities and work. And so I thought, oh, hang on, I haven't been moving about. So I've been getting back into my stretching and my yoga and dancing. And then also I looked at giving myself some healing for once. So used several energy healing modalities, and wow, within a day after having this for several weeks and thinking I'm sort of missing the point here, and I'm pretty much this morning pain-free. So I'm going to stick to that again, get back into those regularly and stop taking my body for granted, which I know I have done in the past. And then to go with that question, I pulled this dream card. Diamonds are coal who handled pressure well. And it's back to, again, looking at the issue that, do we evolve more? Do we grow more through the times when it's been the hardest, the times of adversity, the times of despair? Is that when we learn the most? Is that when we grow the most? It's not about wishing these things into our life, but we can't have joy without the heavier emotions. And that's why this surrender to joy just was perfect, because maybe the lesson here is that when we feel at our heaviest, when we feel that the world is weighing down on us the most, the times we're in most despair are the times when we need to work harder to let the joy in, to grab those moments, to allow people to help us, to give us that love, to laugh. I was thinking back to a time when I was feeling at my lowest, and some friends just helped me laugh and giggle, and wow, did it lift me, and it made me stronger to face the next day. That we don't always have to almost force ourselves to be miserable when things are really, really dark, because maybe those are the times we have to grab that joy, every moment of it, to just allow us to stand up one more day, to get up, to get out, and eventually the healing begins, it grows, and then we can face the dawn much stronger and more resilient. Because I believe we are all diamonds in the making, that at the center of all of us there is a diamond, the way we want to be, the best of ourselves. And maybe it's through these times that we get closer and closer to that. We take off the rough edges, And under that pressure, we eventually begin to shine more and more. So I wish you a wonderful day. You're all diamonds in the rough. And I mean that in the most beautiful way. So you be well. Take care. Bye.